Hey there! I'm thrilled to share some intriguing insights with you today. Stick around till the end, and I promise you'll pick up some valuable lessons. Now picture this scenario. Someone throws a tricky question your way, and you're not quite ready to spill the beans. Enter the clever technique known as the false answer. Instead of feeling cornered, try this friendly maneuver. Ask yourself the question and craft a response as if you've answered them directly. For instance, let's say someone asks if you cheated on your girlfriend. Rather than a straightforward yes or no, consider saying something like, "If you're implying that I'm a cheater, rest assured I'm not." So the answer is a firm no. Now, here's the beauty of it. Some folks might not catch on, and the conversation smoothly continues. Others might raise an eyebrow, sensing something is up. To keep them off the trail, swiftly redirect the dialogue with a counter question. Something along the lines of, "But wait, what's the underlying message here? Does this mean there's a trust issue? How does our friendship hold up if there's a lack of trust?" By skillfully shifting the focus, you ensure that the initial question fades into the background. Now let's chat about another fascinating technique. Persuading someone to see eye to eye with you is like having a secret superpower. Imagine wanting your friend to agree with you on something. That's where the art of persuasion comes in. It's akin to presenting them with an irresistible deal, a little mind trick that works wonders. It's all about making your viewpoint so appealing that they can't help but nod in agreement. Imagine you're trying to convince a friend to join you for a movie night. Instead of straightforward persuasion, let's add a friendly touch to it. Start by presenting an enticing offer that benefits your friend. Maybe it's a fantastic film you're recommending, promising an unforgettable experience. Highlight the thrilling plot, the awesome actors, and the fact that it's the latest blockbuster. Paint a vivid picture of the fun they'll have. Sure, every movie has its quirks. Maybe it's a bit lengthy or at a theater a bit far away. Acknowledge these minor drawbacks briefly, but swiftly steer the conversation back to how amazing the movie is. It's about emphasizing the positives and briefly mentioning the negatives, creating a friendly persuasion that feels good, like falling into a pleasant trap. Interestingly, this technique is a bit of a hidden superpower, but here's a fun fact. Experts in the marketing world use it all the time to make products irresistible. Take chocolate, for example. Have you ever seen an ad boasting a lowered price for your favorite chocolate bar? Seems like a sweet deal, right? But if you pay close attention, you might notice a sneaky detail. The weight of the chocolate has been reduced, too. It's a clever magic trick that makes us want the chocolate bar, even though we're getting less for the lower price. Understanding this technique empowers you to make better choices, whether it's agreeing with a friend, navigating everyday decisions, or not falling for marketing tricks. It's like having the upper hand in this mind game. And hey, subscribe to my channel, and together we'll explore how to understand people better without resorting to manipulation. Now let's delve into the intriguing world of human psychology, exploring some fascinating insights together. Join me on this journey where we uncover 5 eye-opening methods that might just reshape your perspective on the world. Now, a gentle word of caution. Once you gain this knowledge, there's no turning back. Ever found yourself in a situation where someone you know confessed to something they clearly didn't do? It's a scenario that can be both baffling and unsettling. Picture Sarah, a diligent employee suddenly facing accusations at work. The pressure mounts as higher. Ups corner her, using complex language and subtle threats. Exhausted and fearing job loss, she eventually breaks, admitting to an act she never committed. The foundation of this tactic lies in the intricate interplay of stress, compliance, and cognitive dissonance. Now, here's why this is so impactful. Under intense pressure, our brain's fight or flight mechanism kicks in. When fighting seems too overwhelming, the brain often chooses flight, seeking immediate escape, even at the cost of self-sacrifice. Skilled manipulators intentionally engineer high-stress scenarios, understanding that stress impairs judgment and can lead someone to falsely admit to things. It's not just about extracting a confession, it's about power dynamics. Manipulators grasp the weight of emotional toll and use it as leverage, compelling their victims into submission. Have you ever wondered about situations where kidnapping victims seem to fall in love with their captors captors or abuse victims defend their tormentors. Enter a sinister manipulation tactic known as trauma bonding. Consider Liam, a lonely guy who meets Chloe at a local club. They quickly bond over shared traumas from their pasts. It's a subtle but powerful way manipulators forge connections, exploiting vulnerabilities for their gain. Join me on this journey, and we'll uncover more insights into understanding these intricate aspects of human behavior. Okay, let's chat now about some fascinating aspects of human interactions, and I'll guide you through these intriguing scenarios. Imagine you're in a situation where shared experiences start taking unexpected turns, creating a roller coaster of emotions. Picture this. Chloe, who initially shared vulnerable moments with Liam, begins intentionally bringing up those challenging times, creating conflicts and painful moments. What's interesting is that she follows it up with comfort, strengthening the bond they initially formed. This emotional roller coaster, with its highs of intimacy and lows of intense pain, keeps Liam emotionally tethered, making it challenging for him to break free. This phenomenon is known as trauma bonding, where shared negative experiences create rapid and intense emotional connections between individuals. The magic lies in the fact that the rewarding moments of comfort and understanding overshadow the negative confrontations. Now, why does this work so well? The emotional highs become so intensely rewarding that they overshadow the negative aspects, creating a skewed reward system. Victims endure abuse for the sporadic moments of perceived love. Manipulators deliberately induce trauma and then provide solace, ensuring that the victim sees them as both the source of pain and the only relief, leading to an unhealthy dependency. Think about your cherished memories being used in a way that twists their essence. For instance, Sarah recalls a perfect day at the beach with her family during her childhood, a cherished memory. Now imagine if her partner Greg subtly twists details each time she recounts it, planting seeds of doubt. Wasn't it the same day your dog ran away? He hints. Over time, Sarah starts doubting her recollection, turning a once cherished memory into something tainted with sadness. It's a tactic that plays with emotions, and understanding how these dynamics work can empower you in navigating complex relationships. You see, every time we recall a memory, it becomes susceptible to alteration. When reintroduced and consistently adorned with negative or altered details, a manipulator can impact how someone feels about those memories over time. This subtle manipulation can lead the victim to question their own recollections, making them increasingly reliant on the manipulator's version of events. It's like a delicate dance where the past gets rewritten, making the person more manageable in the present. Now imagine the concept of freedom, something everyone holds dear. Jake, once a free spirit exploring the world, encountered Clara, who subtly emphasized the dangers of the world. Questions like, "Aren't you afraid of being mugged?" and "What about deadly diseases?" started shaping Jake's perspective. Instead of seeing the world as a wondrous place, he began viewing it as a potential minefield of disasters. This tactic, rooted in existential psychology, preys on our inherent anxiety about freedom and the responsibilities that come with it. While freedom is undeniably empowering, it also carries the weight of choices and their consequences. By magnifying the potential negative outcomes of exercising one's freedom, a manipulator can render the victim paralyzed by fear, too afraid to act. By instilling a fear of the outside world and its potential harms, the manipulator cunningly becomes the victim's anchor and perceived protector. This subtle approach makes the victim willingly confine themselves, prioritizing safety over freedom and becoming increasingly dependent on the manipulator. If you ever notice any of these signs in relation to yourself, it's a crucial red flag worth considering. Enjoying the vibe? Hit subscribe, like, and join the fun.